paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm the host, Harvey Freed. Our whole panel this morning. To my right, Mr. Harry Glanz.
Morning, Harv.
Hey, what's happening, Harry? Alex Gafusi across the way here.
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Hey, Alex. Mr. Berkeley, Royal Oak Corridor, that guy.
I do what I can.
Yeah, we'll talk about you. And Nicole Moscow, representing Milford Commerce and everything just a little bit on the west side of Oakland County and really all over Southeast Michigan. Nicole, welcome to our show.
Hi, how are you guys?
Happy birthday, Nicole.
Thank you.
There
you guys
you
can
go.
sing happy birthday.
That's right. You know, every year we have you on this time, and every year we sing happy birthday, but maybe we'll just
Absolutely.
wait until the end of the show to sing our happy
I
birthday.
think that works.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go.
Warm up our vocal cords. Hey, this is the show that's going to answer all your questions about mortgages and real estate. It's only 1 hour, so turn up your radio. Hopefully you know someone yourself, a friend, a family, somebody out there that really could use some additional advice, more knowledge. And I'll tell you, Harry, as you know, we have a great show lined up, but Americans are buying homes at the fastest pace in a decade. That's the news out there.
You know, there's a pent-up demand. There's a lot of people who are on the sidelines. Right now, what you're seeing, and Nicole can verify this, we have all our realtor friends and our realtor partners, verifying that there's a lack of inventory right now, quality inventory on the market. And, we're waiting for, obviously, the weather to break. But, you saw what happened in that 2-week period of time in February when the weather was nice. Everybody went out. We had another strong February purchase market. We're up another 20% over last year, and we're going to see that because our March is looking strong right now because of all the purchase agreements that were taken in February. So I'm telling you right now, Nicole can verify this. I'm not a realtor. I don't play one on the radio. I do have a license, but all you realtors out there, I don't sell real estate. I'm a mortgage guy. I just do mortgages. So
But you can see.
Hey, there's the hint for the day. Stay in your lane. But anyways, what you're going to see is that this spring is going to become another fantastic home buying year.
Absolutely. Last weekend was so busy that when I had an open house in Highland, which I expected maybe, 2-3 couples to come through because it wasn't really warm out last weekend. And,
Right.
we're just getting back into that busy season. I had 17 couples walk through. I was so overwhelmed. I didn't even know what to do at that point because there were so many people that I wasn't expecting. But the market, there's not a ton of houses out there and again, we're going into highest and best offers.
And the good houses are selling quickly.
Absolutely.
I mean, if your house is on the market for 180 days, I would say anything actually more than
It's
90.
overpriced.
It's overpriced.
Absolutely.
It's a piece of junk.
Yep.
I mean, I hate to pile on like that. Well, I'm
But
being
it's the
honest.
truth.
It's the truth. I mean, you're clogging up the market by doing that.
Absolutely.
I mean, the whole let's listen. If someone wants to give me 400,000 for it, let them give it to me. You're just clogging up the market.
Right. Yep.
We're going to take all your
I'm with
calls
you
here.
100%.
248-539-9797. We always take all your calls. Again, get rid of the bad or some of the misinformation out there. Make it a really fun experience. I think that's the key with the mortgage. You don't have to worry about the mortgage rates. Those are at all-time lows still. That's pretty cool. But the key is to have a real approval letter because this same attitude, we've been talking about the shortage of inventory last year. It's carrying over into 17. So what it means to you is if you have an existing house to sell, you need to determine with your mortgage banker and real professionals a plan. We're going to talk about that plan hopefully within this whole hour and different angles of the plan, whether you have to sell your existing house because you don't qualify to purchase a new one until it's gone, or you do qualify and you might be able to get into that new house just with the money you have saved. In other words, you don't need to sell your existing house to qualify and to have the funds to purchase that new one. These are really key points that we'll go over a few different times today and talk about that whole process.
That's a really good position to be in if you don't have to sell your current home. I have a good buddy of mine. Congratulations on your closing last week, Joe. He actually bought his, before he sold his condo, and it worked out really well. It's a nice smooth transition. I know it's if you're in a good position, I know it's a lot of stress to have 2 house payments. Right. And just in the backyard, even though you can afford it, it's still making that double payment is a lot, but it does make a nice smooth transition from your old house to the new house.
Exactly.
They can sell yours. It's a good spot to be in.
248-539-9797. Again, we have open lines all morning long here. We got Pat Caputo coming up with sports after. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Southeast Michigan. Definitely, if you're turning on the radio, this is a cool show. You want to tell your friends and family to definitely give us a call at Capital Mortgage and get a real plan together and put that approval letter together. It's just going to be the only way to purchase a house in 2017. And Nicole, we got some new construction coming up. We've talked about a lot of these different things going on out there, even renters out there who might be in a lease. They need to know that when you do close on a house, well, the payment's not due like usually that month. It's usually due a month later. So the timing with your, leaving your landlord, giving the 30-day notice, there is a lot of planning that is involved in a purchase.
Absolutely. Because you have to make sure you're not going to be there for an additional amount of time. Because usually when a landlord's doing month to month, the amount is higher.
Well, and then we're hearing from the sellers out there, hey, Harvey, I don't want to accept an offer. And as soon as they list their house, because as we spoke about, there's not a lot of homes.
Right.
Once they get an offer, they're a little hesitant because they want to make sure they find a house.
Well,
absolutely.
And that's what happens. I mean, the next question is, where are we going to go when we sell our house?
Right.
Where are we going to go? And in a perfect world, you have a house picked out, your existing house sells, and then you close on your house and you move in. It doesn't work that way. I'm telling you, the majority of the time, it doesn't work that way. But you have to have a plan. Are you going to go into an apartment for 2 or 3 months? So you have to find an apartment to lease for 2 or 3 months. But, sometimes that isn't a bad way to go. Sometimes, I use that word, sometimes, it's better to sell your house and then go look for a house. You don't want to be pressed into making a bad decision.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if worse comes to worse, like you said here, your house is sold, you're going to have a closing date, and you can stretch that out. If you don't find something, worse comes to worse, you can always rent maybe for 6 months. Then, of course, the market will change, maybe a little bit different in your favor, perhaps.
But now if you have a large family, and, that can be inconvenient. So there are a lot of variables, but you don't want to be pressed into making a bad decision on the buying end, and you don't want to be pressed into making a bad decision on a selling end.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Okay, I've done a few listings in the last 6 months where what we do is put a contingency on selling their house, so they have to find a house that's acceptable to them before that buyer can close on the house that they're selling. And people have actually been very willing to do that.
I haven't heard that before.
I've done it. I've done it like 6 times.
My mom and dad would love if I lived with them for like a month. Can you imagine how that would? That'd be great for the first 2 days, and they'd be like, "Did you find a house yet? Are you ready? You're moving back after 20 years."
Exactly. They'll start tipping to you to get out of there.
Alex, it's time to go, buddy.
That's the other thing when people have pets and kids, and where do you go?
Well, let's also take this other scenario.
Where do you go?
A little bit of taking the pressure off, too. So if you have to close on a mortgage, let's just say you had to close on a mortgage with 5% down, and it's a $200,000 house. Then eventually you sell your house. Well, if you come to Capital Mortgage, you can always recast your loan. So if that's the case and you take a little bit higher mortgage out, and people say, well, I don't want that higher mortgage, Harvey, I want to avoid the PMI. You can recast the loan and one time recast the loan and pay down so that your mortgage is set up so that you'll be able to keep that lower payment. Well, I don't want to get too complicated on this subject.
Well, but you can explain it. Recast on the basis. So if you buy the house for $200,000, you put down 10 grand, and you're going to net. So you got a loan amount for $190,000. If you make $90,000 in the sale of your house, what Harvey's saying is you can re-amortize the loan. So you put down that $90,000. And the loan's re-amortized based on a $100,000 loan amount.
Right.
It's
a great benefit.
But you can put down 50 and keep the 40 too.
Exactly.
I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with it. But, the point is that you don't have to have that mortgage forever. You can go ahead and just a one-time shot redo it.
All right.
It's a redo.
It's a redo.
How
It's a
many times
do-over.
you get to do a redo?
You get to recast your loan again.
Right.
So again, a little bit different. You can send additional money towards your principal because all mortgages at Capital Mortgage have no prepayment penalty. You can always do that. But if you want to actually lower that payment, you can send an additional chunk of money to lower and re-amortize that loan at the lower payment. So that's another thing to think about when you're trying to sell your house. And if it doesn't sell, and again, you're trying to make that move for your family, so you want to know all your options up front. Hey, we have open lines at 248-539-9797. Sort of the theme of the show this morning. Steady job gains, definitely with some consumer confidence out there, is making the home buying season gangbusters again. Average time on the market this year so far, 50 days versus 64 days on the marketplace. So again, it's everything's pointing to really wild, the wild west of home buying.
Here's what's going to happen over the next 6 months, okay? You're going to see interest rates go up. 100% they're going to go up. 100% positive. And you're going to see...
I want to be the bad guy. You guys are always the good guy. I want to be the bad guy.
You don't need to be the bad guy, man. You look nice today. You're over there chilling. The sun's out. Rates, they're going to go up. And property values are going to come down. So people are always like, should I wait? Should I do it now? Because I think prices are going to come down. Well, yeah, home prices are going to come down as rates go up. So if you buy now at higher prices and lower rates, the payment's going to be the same. It doesn't matter where you do it. So waiting gets you nowhere.
So where does Alex come up with the fact that rates are going up other than it's common sense and we know that? Well, our favorite Federal Reserve Chairman, Janet Yellen, came out yesterday and said, guess what? We're probably going to hike the Fed funds rate at the next meeting in March, which is the middle of March. And then she's looking to do it another 2 or 3 times during the year. So anybody who thinks rates are going down, they're not going down. Anybody who thought they were going down to zero, that didn't happen. We've been saying for years. So now is a great time to buy a house. And if you haven't refinanced your house yet, taken cash out, consolidated debt, it doesn't. If you're consolidating debt and you're paying debt, toxic credit card revolving debt at 17, 18, 19%. So now you're going to get a 4.25%, 4.5% interest rate. I got news for you. It doesn't take long to figure out you could save a lot of money.
Boy, it's such a fantastic move you can make and really save your family a lot of money, no doubt.
Let's learn from the past, too.
Yes.
When you do that, you pay off the toxic debt and the credit cards.
Don't run up
you
your
do
credit
it
cards
one
again,
time,
brother?
man. Like, dude, your house is not an ATM machine.
Right.
I don't want to... Listen, I mean, the vibe here, even though it's 17 degrees outside, it's good, it's sunny, people are happy, people are out and about.
Right.
I don't want to go through 2008, 9, 10 again.
Well, we really hope...
Absolutely.
I really don't.
Yeah, we hope that the last 2 years, and then this year, of course, is the time where, this built-in equity that you finally have now in the house, that if you are unleashing that equity, get rid of the toxic debt, and more importantly, do those home improvements, because that's the key. Keep your house a sound investment. It'll go up in value if the economy continues this way. The Dow's over 21,000. Folks, you're making a lot of money somewhere. Hey, that music says we're up against a quick break. When we come back, 248-539-9797. All your calls.
There's a cool vibe in Detroit these days, the same vibe that's at Mary Grove College. You could start college and jumpstart your future this spring. Check out Mary Grove's open house Thursday, March 9th from 5 to 7 p.m. Go to marygrove.edu to get more information or to register.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
What if you could sell your home for 18% more money? What if you only had a one-day listing contract where if you weren't happy, you could cancel it at any time? What if your realtor would guarantee that your home will sell at a price and deadline that's acceptable to you, or he'll step up and buy it himself? Hi, my name's Mark Z with Keller Williams, and that's all part of the Z Guarantee. If you're not happy, fire me. I'm not bragging. I'm applying for the job. Call me, Mark Z, today, or go to soldbymarkz.com and start packing.
Call 844-SOLD-BY-Z.
DTE Energy wants you to know that despite their best efforts, sometimes power lines will fall. And here to talk to us about how to stay safe is John from DTE. Hey there, John.
Hello.
So, what do we need to know?
A lot of things can make lines fall. Vehicle accidents, storms, ice. So the first thing you need to know is stay at least 20 feet away. Keep your kids and pets away as well. Then report it using the DTE Energy mobile app or call 1-800-477-4747.
Great. We can use the app or call. What else?
Remember, any down line can be deadly, even if it's not sparking. And anything it comes in contact with may conduct a current, like fences or patio furniture.
Got it. Anything else that you want us to know?
DTE is working hard to make the system more resilient, but sometimes lines will come down. So if you see one, remember, stay away, report it to DTE Energy immediately, as we want to keep everyone safe.
Thanks, John. Folks, to find out more, go to DTEenergy.com/safety center. DTE Energy, know your own power.
Carl's Golfland presents This is the Year.
This is the year.
This is the year.
This is the year. I'm going to knock 6 strokes off my average.
I will swing easy.
I'm going to practice my chipping a lot more.
This is the year. I'm going to make more putts. Start your year off right at Carl's Golfland Demo Days. Try the newest equipment, talk to factory reps, save in every department with instant discount coupons.
This is the year. This is the year I don't take a 10 on any hole.
I'm 82 years old and I'm going to shoot my age again.
I'm going to play every bit as good as I look.
Carl's Golfland Demo Days, Saturdays 10 to 5 through the end of March. Bloomfield Hills and Plymouth at St. John's.
This is the year.
This is the year.
This is the year.
This is the year I break 80 more than once.
I'm going to hit more greens in regulation.
I will not attempt miracle recovery shots in league play.
This is the year I'm going to beat my brother Ross.
Carl's Golfland, land of golf plenty.
You hear me, Ross? I'm coming after you.
Bloomfield Hills and Plymouth at St. John's. Visit carlsgolfland.com.
Brighten your home with Patriot Lighting and Menards. keep your home safe with motion-activated security lights. Get a motion-activated dual headlight in a white or bronze finish for just $19.99. Or choose a motion-activated light with 2-level lighting. It automatically turns on at dusk and brightens to full brightness when motion is detected. Available in white or bronze for $29.99. Now during Menards Super Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Sometimes diabetes can feel more like don't-abetes. Don't do this, don't forget that. But with a little help from Walgreens, diabetes won't slow you down. Stop by for expert pharmacy care in-store or online via pharmacy chat. Pick up the medications you rely on and get savings on testing supplies from all major brands like Accu-Check and Walgreens True Metrics. Walgreens has just what you need to do more with diabetes. Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy.
Tomorrow on NBC, from the creator of Law & Order, the next amazing drama in the city of heroes, Chicago Justice. In a city where justice is sometimes hard to find.
What's happening on the south side of the city is a public emergency.
One team fights for the truth.
Help us get justice.
You are nothing if not persistent. Philip Winchester and Carl Weathers star in Chicago Justice. Premiering tomorrow after Little Big Shots on NBC.
Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable odds. Then there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca. That's where you'll find the D Las Vegas. Book your stay at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
The names you trust. The teams you love.
97.1 The Ticket.
Alrighty, welcome back to the show. 9:18 if you're just joining us. What a gorgeous day outside. And you're listening to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Hey, give us a call, Capital, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Get a real approval letter. That's right, if you're listening. Hey, if you're out there and you're sort of driving around with your real estate agent and you're not really approved, and that means you have to give your documents to the loan officer. They have to run it through the automated system. They have to take a look at your background, take a look at your credit, qualify, and get you a real approval letter. And there's a lot of discrepancy out there. I know a lot of the agents out there, and Nicole, we might talk a little bit about this, is that sometimes you might not want to step on someone's feet. They call you, they're interested in going out there and looking at a house, and the first thing I know you do is you want to get them in touch with me to make sure either they're a cash buyer or they have a mortgage all set up and ready to go.
Absolutely. And there's another important piece of that. If they're not completely approved and you write an offer for them, the listing agent may call the loan officer and ask, has their docs been provided? Has their credit been pulled? And if that loan officer says, no, we haven't collected that information yet, we just gave them a pre-approval based on whatever, they may not take that offer for their seller.
No, they're going
to advise their seller to move on to someone who's a stronger candidate.
Yeah, and that's the key.
As a listing agent, I mean, how much weight and credibility do you put into where the approval comes from?
A lot. I mean, a very lot, because what you don't want is to put your seller in a position where they accept an offer, their house is off the market for, let's say, 20 days.
Yep.
And then, boom, the whole deal falls apart. And then you have to put the house back on the market. You're not going to have a seller.
Agree.
Yeah, your seller's not going to be happy with the way that you performed on that. So you definitely have, as a listing agent, have to pick the stronger of candidates.
And you call the lender and say, hey, obviously
Absolutely.
we can't disclose people's income and credit scores. You can say, hey, is Mr. Fried a solid borrower, and what's going on?
Have they submitted everything?
Yeah, I think it's great that communication is the key. It really is.
I'll be honest with you. In the last 3 transactions I've had this month of just submitting an offer for a buyer, I've actually written a sheet of like a bio on these people, like what they do, not their income or anything like that, what process they're in for the approval, who they're using, and I've had every offer accepted.
We're going to talk about that.
That used to happen all the time, because especially when Royal Oak and Berkeley get like a first time home buyer, I think it's great to write a letter and say,
Absolutely.
hey, it's a young family, they love the area, they love the school district, Right. I think it makes it much more personal transaction.
Do, and I mean, because sometimes sellers want someone that's going to be personal with their house. They want 100%. Someone who's going to love their house and appreciate it like they did.
But shouldn't the agent be putting their best foot forward? If you know it's a competitive market out there and there's going to be multiple offers, you need to strengthen that as much as you can.
I agree with you.
You need that cover letter on there. You need that this is a first-time home buyer. They're going to be in this house for a long time. Whatever emotional, chord
Absolutely.
you can strike with that seller, you have to do it as an agent, right?
I mean, you do. Yes, you do, but a lot of agents don't. I've actually had one submitted to me
with a letter. We're going to we'll talk about that bio letter too, and some additional steps that you can do to get your offer accepted in this very competitive market. Hey, let's move out to East Point. Want to welcome Chris to the show. Hey, Chris, thanks for joining us. Go ahead with your question.
Chris, what's up, man?
Hey, Chris.
Can we hear him?
What?
Oh, it's Chris from our office. Very good. All right, can we fire him up?
Chris, what's up, buddy?
Hey, guys, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Calling in today, we are out at the 2017 Gibraltar Spring Home Improvement Show out at Gibraltar North in Mount Clemens today.
Outstanding, Chris Worth. Keep going. Tell us more.
Well, we're going to be here today from 10 to 6, back again tomorrow from 10 to 6. Right when you walk in the front door, make a quick right. We are right up front. Can't miss me and Derek Brooks from Capital Mortgage Funding. We're going to be there all day. Everybody's been asking us questions about how they can go about getting these remodels done that they're seeing around the show. We're there to answer all the questions and be able to let people know the greatest way to be able to do these home improvement projects that they want to get done in their house for the spring.
Yeah, that's a key. Again, we talk about putting your plan together. And Chris, as you know, and one of our mortgage guys out there, another Derek Brooks, you guys are definitely talking to people about the equity in their home, debt consolidation. And then what's nice is they can bounce around to some of the different vendors there. You have roofing companies there. What is it, all remodeling?
Yeah, we've got roofing companies out there. We're right down the street, or I should say right down the street. We're right next door to it's called All Concrete. They do very nice, large stamped patios, so a lot of people are looking at those and then coming right over to us and say, we want to get this. Help us out, Chris. And we're there doing it for them.
All right. And again, those vendors out there know to definitely send those clients over to Capital Mortgage Funding and see if we can help them with pulling some of the equity out of the house to get those projects done. Again, putting the dollars in the right place in your home is going to benefit you for a long time. And everyone needs, of course, a solid roof over their head. And that's the whole key. Anyways, guys, have a great time out there. Again, go and visit them at the Gibraltar Trade Center. They're out there again tomorrow. It's out on the east. This is one out in Mount Clemens on the east side. There's always a lot going on. If you've never been to one of these Gibraltar Trade Centers,
it's a must go.
It's definitely a must
go. You got to go at least one time.
You're saying people watching too, Alex?
I love it.
You can get a leather belt, a lot of different things out there. You can get a lot of different things, but definitely get some great mortgage advice.
A leather belt?
Where's the leather belt come from? I don't even know.
Then you
got
Chris,
thanks for calling in, buddy. See you, buddy.
At a home improvement show?
Everything. The people who go to Gibraltar Trade Center know what they have there. Everything.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. You go to those places. There are a lot of vendors out there. There's a lot of cool stuff you can see. A lot of good home improvement things. But the trick is you got to get the right financing for it. I mean, if you're doing a fairly sizable project, you might have a hard time finding a lender that's going to lend on it. So, and also if you do, the rates might be outrageous on a home improvement loan. Typically, you have to go ahead and you have to research all of your information. And if you take a look, go drive by a Home Depot, a Lowe's, see how busy they are right now with people modeling their homes. Everybody knows spring's coming up there. It's, paint up, clean up, fix up time now coming in spring, and that's what people are doing. So I would anticipate that home improvement show is going to be very crowded today because it's a nice day out as well.
We have it's a great segue, Harry. You were talking about the renovations. We have a great product, and it's a renovation loan, and it's a first mortgage where you have. I don't want to get too complicated into it, and we had a guest on a few weeks ago that discussed it with us, where you can do it as a refinance. There's an as-is value and a subject-to value. So if you're going to do a major project to your home, if you're going to add, another bedroom,
okay,
if you're going to redo the kitchen, something's really going to give you value, a bunch of equity. We can finance that with the as-is value. So if it's 3 bedrooms and 2,000 square feet, and the subject-to value, so now it's going to be 4 bedrooms and 2,500 square feet. It's a great product. You can finance all the renovations. And a lot of people are a little hesitant about taking a second mortgage on. This is a first mortgage renovation loan. You can do it on a purchase, you can do it on a refinance. There's so many houses out there that people say, I can't find what I want in that 350 range.
Right.
Well, as a realtor, you can use this product to your advantage. You can start showing your clients houses that are $275, but maybe it's not what they want. But then we can wrap in, $100,000 in renovations to the first mortgage
and make it exactly
what you want.
Right,
absolutely.
And it really works, and it's always worked with the FHA 203K loans. And boy, we've been experts on that.
This is a conventional product now.
Exactly.
So it's a lot easier, or
well,
it's the same.
Because FHA's got there's a lot of. It's still a good product. And this one's, I think, it's a much more streamlined process. This one you can do investment properties 15% down and rehab them.
Wow.
That's really nice.
Wow. So there's a lot of opportunities out there. Again, call the right mortgage lender. Call us at Capital, man. We have a whole staff all weekend long at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Again, we got another 35 minutes or so here. 248-539-9797. Keep it here.
Davenport University's online programs are a unique experience in how you learn, not just where you learn.
We're innovating the online experience, making it more immersive, more engaging, more like the real world, so that students prefer taking these courses.
They try to make it a real-world type of thing where you can apply it to your real-life experiences.
Thousands of our students choose to take all their Davenport courses online.
Our goal is to make online instruction a method of choice with the same fond affection for your instructor and your fellow students.
We've practiced TED-style presentations with students from all over the country.
We can recruit the most qualified instructors no matter where they live.
They have almost 400 courses online, so whatever you could possibly want is available.
Jumpstart or advance your career anytime, anywhere with Davenport's online degrees and get where the world is going.
Getting your prior college credits transferred is easy. Plus, we offer generous transfer scholarships. Call 855-DAVENPORT. Classes begin March 6th.
We have Dr. Berkowitz from Michigan Hair Restoration in the studio with us today. Dr. B, you and your team are considered Michigan's hair loss experts. What's your secret?
There is so much more to our procedure than just putting hair where you're losing it. We want to give you the volume, the style, the confidence you've always wanted. We use the most cutting-edge technology in the industry, but I consider hair restoration an art. Really?
An art. That's interesting. I look at your hair and it just looks so natural.
And that's the key. We've perfected our technique to give you a natural, full head of hair that's never been possible before. There's no stitches or staples, no linear scar, and the transplanted hair is genetically programmed to grow. Cut it, style it, show it off.
Guys, get your hair and your confidence back. One call to Dr. Berkowitz and Michigan Hair Restoration can change your life. He has a brand new location in West Bloomfield at Maple and Orchard Lake Roads. Just call 844-WANT-HAIR or visit drbforhair.com for 0% financing and guaranteed results. That's DRB4hair.com.
Imagine what you could get done if everything was 3 times as fast. You could read Moby Dick in 3 hours.
Poor Ahab.
You could watch an entire season of your favorite show in a single afternoon.
How long to the next season?
And you could fit an entire commercial into 30 seconds. Which is why WOW now offers 3 times the speed, but without 3 times the price. And now you can get up to 100 megabits per second internet, plus medium cable on your choice of a premium channel for $74.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. So hurry up and visit Huawei.com to learn more. Offer subject to change. Certain restrictions apply. Visit Huawei.com for service descriptions, terms, and conditions.
Writing job descriptions, sifting through resumes, setting up interviews. Hiring's hard, but it doesn't need to be. Indeed.com makes it easier. Post your job in minutes. Manage candidates at every stage. Schedule interviews with a click. All on your personal, easy-to-use Indeed dashboard. And since independent research shows that Indeed delivers 5 times more hires than any other job site, easy works. And it's a great time to find out for yourself why more than 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring. Right now, we're giving new users a $50 credit to post a sponsored job, which boosts your job posting in relevant search results. Basically, it helps you find qualified candidates faster. Claim your $50 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/radio. That's Indeed.com/radio. Try the world's #1 job site today. Indeed. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
With over 25 years experience, North Bloomfield Properties is the area's most recommended residential property management team. Our full-service management approach handles all the advertising, cleaning, maintaining, and repairing of your rental homes. That's why the Better Business Bureau awards us an A+ for customer satisfaction. You can trust us to take care of your property, and you can enjoy your weekends again. Contact us today. Call 248-366-8484 or visit northbloomfield.com.
Lace up your skates and hit the ice at the coolest place in Detroit, the rink at Campus Martius Park, your downtown winter playground. Create special memories with family and friends. Open daily and holidays. Visit campusmartiuspark.org. Your hot ticket to be cool.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by the Michigan Lottery. Red Wings fall in overtime to the Flames 3-2. They played Edmonton tonight right here on 97.1 The Ticket. Though broadcast starts at 9:40. Meanwhile, college basketball, the Horizon League tournament at the Joe. Milwaukee over UD Mercy 85-60. Oakland U meets Youngstown State today at 5:30. Michigan State at Maryland today at 2 p.m. It's Michigan and Nebraska tomorrow night at 8 on AM 950 WWJ. Pistons basketball at Philadelphia. That's at 6 p.m. Tigers today right here on 97.1 The Ticket, hosting the Yankees in Lakeland. It's at 1:05 p.m. Tigers get knocked around by the Rays 5-2 yesterday. Matt Boyd didn't have it, giving up 4 runs in the second inning. Tigers had just 4 hits overall. Individual game tickets on sale 10 a.m. today at the Tigers box office and elsewhere. At the Ticket Update desk comes Jeff Lesson for more. 97.1theticket.com.
The baseball team that Detroiters love most. The Detroit Tigers live here. 97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. 1-800-LOW-RATE. Going to save a lot of money on closing costs. Learn exactly what it takes to purchase a house. Get a real approval letter. Boy, your realtor is going to love you for going to Capital Mortgage. Your deal will close in a timely manner. Everything will work out perfect for you. And it's going to be a happy, happy day. Nicole, how easy is it to deal with us? And we were just talking at the break. We are on a 3-year roll where every single transaction that we've met and introduced buyers to sellers to each other, and every single deal is closed. And boy, there's been a lot of happy people out there.
Absolutely. And there's a lot that are now upgrading to another home.
Yeah.
So they were young couples just starting out, just getting married. And now, like our one couple, his wife just finished school. So they're ready to move on to another home. So what we did was, instead of doing the contingency on selling their house, when they find a house, we found them a house first. We'll list their house after the inspection on the house that they're purchasing, because they actually had the ability where they could
qualify.
do both. They could qualify for both.
Right.
So.
And also a lot of good things. Not only that, they have a lot of information. They have a great plan together. And you did the number. You found out immediately how long the homes have been on their marketplace. And that's really a key point, is how long are homes selling in your neighborhood? Right. Ask your agent, do the research on it. And we'll continue this show, 248-539-9797. Let's move off to Dearborn Heights. And Brett, thanks for calling in. Brett, go ahead, sir.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good morning, sir.
Brett.
Good. I got a question for you. It might be a waste of time with you, but I'll ask anyway.
No worries.
We're doing a couple things to our house to get it ready to sell and bring here, hopefully within the next 6-8 weeks, put it up on the market. We're doing adding a second bath and that. We're doing it at cost. And so we got some really good equity in the house, and we're looking to move up towards Lake Commerce on some water. I went ahead and kind of jumped the gun and got my pre-approval, but I think it's going to expire, so I'll have to get an extension. So my question is, we kind of got a little bit of fear to put our home up for sale and then find the home of our dreams, you know what I mean, and then have a contingency to sell. So, what are the whole rules on contingency to sell? I mean, I'm sure every contract's a little different with the other home seller. Well,
it depends.
Go ahead.
What we can do is, like I was saying earlier, we can list your home with the contingency that you find the home before you sell your home. Does that make sense? So someone would come in, they would put an offer on your home, but they could not close on your home until you find the home that you want to purchase.
You can take possession too. You don't have to take possession at closing. You can give yourself 45 days possession in your current home.
Yep. And then what we would do is find your home out in Commerce, and then we would close your buyers on your home.
Okay, because the other option I was looking at, and I guess this is, I guess if we wanted to do it, would be okay too, is we have a real nice, full-size permanent camper at a campground, which if we sold our home and took care of everything, we could live in that.
Absolutely. And then you wouldn't be pressed to find a home, super fast. So, yeah, you could do that as well.
That's something I'm, I don't want to pressure the people, the next house I'm buying, for me to sell my home, but at the same time, I don't want to upset anybody trying to buy my home because I haven't found one yet.
Right. And it's absolutely easier to get your offer accepted when you don't have the contingency of selling your home.
Okay.
Sellers are going to overlook your offer for someone who comes in without that contingency. Absolutely.
Okay, and one more. My credit union gave me a pre-approval of $350 at a 4.25.
Time out. How are they quoting you a rate? There's no house.
Well, they just gave me a pre-approval letter. All they gave me. I wanted to look. I went ahead and they ran all my everything. You know what I mean? Pay stubs and whole 9 yards. And I said, okay, you're pre-approved for $350. 4.25. That's pretty much the going rate right now, isn't it?
It depends. I mean, it's all on a case-by-case basis. I mean, it depends on your credit score. I mean, it depends on how much you're putting down. I mean, there's everything, I mean, that's around where they are. But, I mean, if I could save an eighth of a point, I mean, I think it's worth looking into.
Sure.
My thing for you and all the buyers out there, if you're looking at houses right now and there's no house and someone's quoting you a rate lower than what it currently is, they're doing it because they haven't found a house yet. And when you find a house, they're going to tell you rates went up.
Right. We actually had, Harvey and I actually had this happen with another institute that one of our clients had a rate set, they thought, but there was no house. And as soon as we found the house, that rate wasn't true.
Exactly.
It was actually very off.
I mean, they were really straight up that this could change.
That's fine.
Just the going rate right now. I mean, they weren't. I'm not so
okay,
sure
good.
Trying to bamboozle me.
Nope. I just want to make sure buyer beware, man.
Right.
Hey,
yeah,
Brad.
Absolutely, man. All right, well, I appreciate it, man. Good
no worries, dude.
All right,
have
Brad.
a great weekend, buddy. See you, man.
All right, Brad. Hopefully, you'll give us a chance here, saving them some money on a new mortgage. So that's the key. Is if you can save some money, maybe even give you some additional knowledge, and that's the key. Maybe getting more things on your side.
I like the camper idea. My buddy,
I love it.
My buddy Perry has a camper.
That's a great idea.
Dude, it's sweet, man. I mean, I used to always make fun of him until I was like inside his.
And we're coming into the warmer
sweet,
months.
Dude.
I mean, so that's like perfect.
If you have an alternative, a part of your plan, some alternative place to move, whether it be your parents' basement, rent an apartment, a friend's house, whatever it might, or a camper, then great. Then you can make the move.
Idea.
Yeah, sell the house. Have the confidence, and Alex, as you said, actually up to 60 days, you can stay there occupancy after closing. So again, maybe 30 days, if you accept an offer today, 30 days later they close, then potentially you have up to another 2 months to stay there and find another place. If it doesn't work out, again, you have your alternative plan.
Yeah, I just don't want to see somebody rushing in and buying a new house that they're going to be,
right, because when you're looking
months
for your dream house, you want to make sure it's legitimately your dream house.
A little bit of numbers out there I'll throw out there for all our listeners, and we have open lines at 248-539-9797. Love to hear from you. Jumbo Mortgages, that's over $424,100. So if you're borrowing more than $424,000, you got to call Capital Mortgage Funding. Not only are our rates on jumbos probably the lowest around town, but we have offer a new program, 10% down with no PMI on jumbo loans. Call Capital Mortgage, find out more about this. Again, you don't need, if you're buying that $600,000-$700,000 house, and it's on the lake, say, maybe you want to keep some additional money instead of putting an extra 50 or 60 down. Maybe you need it for home improvements. Maybe you need it to buy a boat.
I knew you were going to go boat.
I knew he was. I was waiting.
And whatever your reasons are, again, find out what all your options are out there. No PMI, unbelievable interest rates with 10% down on jumbos. And again, 248-539-9797. We want to hear from you. It's not 02 anymore. It's not 2007. It's not even 2013. 2017, it's a different market out there. Transactions are going to be abundant this year, but the problem is, how are you going to fit into it? Again, find out how you fit into it by either selling your house, what you qualify for, and again, putting that right plan together. We would love to hear from you. Again, so many families out there, really out there, and just the phones. I think it was really in the last week or so, maybe after that little bit.
They hibernate through, through Michigan this time. It's no big deal, but they're coming out. Nicole, I have a question for you, just to switch up a little bit. So I got a purchase agreement in yesterday, and in the back of it was an exclusive buyer agency contract.
Okay.
Do you make your clients sign those?
No.
Oh, so
when our office makes them sign them at the end of the transaction.
I didn't see one in forever. I know from a legality standpoint.
Right, but no, I don't, because here's how I feel.
Explain what they are, though.
Okay, so that basically means that even if, regardless of where you buy your home from, as a buyer, you're going to pay me a commission.
Correct.
I do not make people sign that, and the reason is because if we don't like each other, or there's a reason that we can't work together, then we just can't work together. Right, absolutely. And I feel like that pressures people. I don't know. Like I
tell people all the time, if we get 2 weeks in or 3 weeks in, and you don't like me, God bless you. Go your own way. That's fine. You can talk to Harry, talk to Harvey, talk to someone else in the office, go to another lender. Which, we hope that doesn't happen. But I mean, if there's just sometimes it's a personal conflict. You're not going to get along with everybody in the world.
Maybe sometimes you just don't jive. Right? I mean, it happens.
If you spend the day with somebody and you're like, dude, this guy is a complete creep. Like, I mean, let him go. Bye.
Absolutely.
Go your own way, if I signed a buyer's agency agreement with just an agent out there, and again, I'm not as familiar with that one, and then I want to find it for sale by owner down the street.
So you're...
I have to pay you a commission.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so again, folks, make sure you know what you're signing.
You have to know what you're signing.
Okay.
You have to ask questions. There's nothing. If someone gets offended by you asking them questions, there's a reason.
Fair enough. All right, lots of great information still to come. 248-539-9797. Let's move out to Ferndale and Dave. Good morning, Dave. Welcome to our show.
Hello.
Hey, Dave. What's up, man?
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. Good morning.
Good morning,
But I was
sir.
wondering. I own a house in Hazel Park. Mortgages and the home equity, everything's paid off, mortgage free. And the problem is, my wife's got a $10,000 credit card debt.
Okay.
Now, would that be like get a home equity or just do a new mortgage?
Yeah,
or?
just do a little home equity line. But I mean, you know, when you take that home equity line, you got to make sure she pays off that credit card and closes the card.
Well, no, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hazel Park's going to be the next up and coming city. I really do. I think it's a great area.
We went down this road already with the take money out of the IRA and pay off the debt.
No, don't do that. No, definitely not. To take a home equity line.
Well, we're not doing that again. No.
Well, okay, so just Dave, and just so you know, so it sounds like you already took money out of the IRA to pay off the credit card once, and twice. Okay, so now the credit cards ran back up a third time.
Well, yeah.
Okay, at least
the fourth time, but we didn't have to go into anything to pay it off the last.
So just
time.
Marriage is bliss.
This is over a 15, 16-year period.
I know, but Dave, listen, man, you got to trim that spending down, man, because
that's what I tell her.
Let her make the rules.
I mean,
so
we
why
need
should you be doing that to all of us,
She
my
took
man?
money out of her 401k to buy a new car and then change jobs. So you know how that goes.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, this time around, again, go slow with it. If you get a home equity loan, again, typically they'll give you a home equity loan for a lot more than you need. You got to be careful with it. And again, we're hearing through this conversation that someone likes to spend a lot of money. Again, Dave, just moving forward, make better financial decisions. You and I will be fishing in 20 years. If she keeps spending all your money, I'm not going to see you out there at the lake.
Oh, I'm going to be fishing sooner than that.
Oh, okay, buddy. Thanks for the call, Dave.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks,
All right,
Steve.
again, in that case, just to reiterate that, yeah, definitely. If you need about 10 or 20,000, if you got the equity in your home, go get a small home equity loan. The fees are very little, and the rates are still very good. Hey, when we come back, 248-539-9797.
The new 2017 Chevrolet Malibu offers dramatic design, exceptional efficiency, and advanced technology. A hat trick with wheels. I'm Dylan Larkin, Red Wing and Detroit native. Chevrolet is offering tickets to see the team take the ice at an upcoming home game. Brought to you by Chevrolet, official vehicle of the Red Wings.
Welcome to Staples. Staples Guy, my New Year's resolution is to get new customers in the door.
Well, Staples has everything you need to promote your business. Signs, pens, mugs, you name it.
Perfect.
And right now, you can get 15% off custom banners and posters.
15% off? That's one resolution off my list.
Oh, how many were there?
Just the one.
Then, Happy New Year.
This year, resolve to promote your business at Staples. And right now, get 15% off custom banners and posters. Staples. Make more happen.
Offer ends 3/24/17. See a Staples associate for details.
Hi, I'm Doug Manns with Manns Lumber and Millwork. Now's the time to line up your contractor to build that Trex deck you've always wanted. At Manns Lumber, we can help you with that. We have a list of certified Trex installers that'll be happy to give you a quote now, so you'll be first in line to get your new Trex deck installed this spring. Don't wait. Secure your Trex contractor now, and before you know it, your neighbors will all be jealous. Click on to manslumber.com and hire the best Trex contractors in Michigan. That's manslumber.com.
Need a new CPAP? Then we need you. We're CPAP.com, and we recently overstocked the world's best CPAP machines. Top-of-the-line devices from brands like ResMed and Philips Respironics. Call now and get one of these overstocked CPAPs for a fraction of the price. We'll even give you free next-day air shipping. Call 1-800-900-3118. The best part? No insurance needed. We're giving out these CPAPs at prices so low, they'll cost less than your copay and deductible through insurance. CPAP.com has shipped over 1 million orders and has the world's largest selection of CPAPs and accessories. With no retail overhead or costly middlemen, we're the best way to get comfortable, effective sleep apnea equipment at incredibly low prices. Again, CPAP.com has overstocked premium CPAPs. Call now to get a ResMed or Philips Respironics machine for a fraction of the price with free next-day air shipping. Call 1-800-900-3118. Hurry. When these overstocked CPAPs are gone, they're really gone. That's 1-800-900-3118.
Hey guys, pardon the advertising interruption to your radio program. Do yourself a favor and please listen carefully. If you have tried or wanted to try Viagra or other male prescriptions in the last few years, you need to hear about Noxitril, the super pill that will transform your sex life forever. You see, Noxitril has been formulated and developed in U.S. FDA labs, and it's the real deal. Noxitril works, period. Strong, explosive results that increase blood flow fast And best of all, there are no side effects like prescription meds. After years of research, the developers of Noxitril got it right. This remarkable pill is off the charts. Right now, we encourage you to take advantage of our incredible free bottle offer. So what are you waiting for? Noxitril. It's that good.
Call right now and get your free supply. Call 800-726-9271. That's 800-726-9271. Improve your sex life with your free supply. Call 800-726-9271. That's 800-726-9271. Every year, Valeni and Foster head to Vegas to kick off the basketball tournament at the D-Las Vegas. This year, you can go too. 97.1 The Ticket has a limited number of VIP packages for sale at a price that really is madness. Non-stop round-trip airfare between Detroit and Las Vegas. 4-night stay at the D-Las Vegas. Limo transportation to and from the airport in Las Vegas. Plus VIP parties during the Valeni and Foster shows Thursday and Friday. All for just $730 per person. Hurry, we expect these trips to sell out fast. Call The Ticket at 248-327-2900. 248-327-2900.
If you ever miss Valenti and Foster on 97.1 The Ticket, you can always hear their highlights at play.it, your new podcast network for best-in-class on-demand shows.
Solid music, that's for sure. 947. Wake Up Detroit. Yes, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. That's the place you're going to save a lot of money and get the real approval letter that you need. Find out where you stand in this home buying market for 2017. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We have a full staff all weekend long and get a real approval letter. That's the key. Talking with a lot of families. Some now are getting it. Some still are just trying to dip their toe into the waters and find out about home ownership. But Nicole, you have an open house later today.
I do.
Where is that? Just throw it out there.
So that is in Highland, which is very close to Milford. It's right off 59. It's in a beautiful sub called Cobblestone. And the open house will be at 2033 Canterwood.
All right. That's unbelievable. There's a lot of action
Absolutely.
out there. Is the Cobblestone where the other new construction's going on? Is that?
Yeah, it's all new construction in there. The lots are around 2 acres per lot. They have nature trails.
Wait.
within-
Nature trails, 2-acre lots. Give me a rough idea
Absolutely.
on the price range. Give me
between $550-ish.
Oh, these are custom homes. These are real
They're
beauties.
custom. Yep, they're beauties.
All right. Anyone looking out in that area, definitely call in here and we'll get you all set up with the information. But for anyone out there who's looking at going to an open house and really finding out if they're going to be making an offer, you have to be approved, not pre-approved. The word pre is going to get your offer not even looked at nowadays. So that's the key. If we could tell you something for 2017, one helpful tip is a real mortgage approval. Let's move off to Novi and Tony out there. Good morning, Tony. Welcome to our show. Go ahead, sir.
How you doing?
Good, Tony. What's up, man?
Good. Own my house free and clear, $600 to $650 value. Have a current $250,000 home equity loan against it, which I have $200 of that out on a property, recreational property, I guess.
Okay.
Buying another piece of property, adjoining the property I have. It's going to be another $100,000. The home equity's variable rate. I can either throw 50 cash at it and take up the rest of the 50 in my home equity loan, or get a conventional mortgage for $300, trying to get the best.
Why don't we just do one loan, take some cash out of the primary, and pay cash for the vacant lot?
Yeah, lock it in.
Right,
your variable is going to go up at least 3 times this year. I mean, based on what Janet Yellen said yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, so you get the
Right, so lock it into a 15 or 30 year
Absolutely.
mortgage,
All day, Tony. 100%, man.
Tony, that's a smart move. That variable is going to start going up, up, and up, and you're going to wish you did it. You're going to be able to take some cash out. The payment's going to end up being lower, and you'll be better for it.
Yeah, I had it locked at 3.67, but then had a problem. Doesn't matter. Couldn't finish it, so they canceled it. Now I got a relock. So are they closer to 4 now?
On a home equity line or
on the equity line or a fixed rate?
Fixed rate.
Yeah, they're over 4, buddy.
Well, you can do the 15-year probably under 4 still. You
Absolutely,
think? Yeah. The 15-year you can do under 4, Tony. And again, based on your good credit, I'm sure you have. You're going to be really happy, I think, when you see these numbers.
And still going to be less than the home equity line.
It should be over time because the home equity line is going to keep going up.
And the home equity line is interest only too.
So here's the other question: I do have cash, and I hate debt, but I figured their cash is cheaper than my cash right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, and certainly, Tony. I mean, if someone's going to give you, whatever, $250,000, that just for the sake of round numbers, 3.5. Again, I'm not quoting anything, but just on a 15-year fixed, and it's locked in. That's the 100% better way to go.
All right,
Absolutely.
So Tony, cash is king. Keep your cash. Rates are still very low. Uncle Sam's your partner on the mortgage deduction. I think that's the way to go.
Thank you. Cash is king, and there's money in the dirt.
That's right. You got that
it, man.
right. You got that. So I will say, and I'm kind of proud of our staff here. They didn't jump all over you when you said your house was free and clear, but you got a $200,000 home equity loan. The house isn't free and clear. There's a lien on the home equity loan for the property. So
Yeah, I know.
I know. But I'm proud of Alex.
I know. I was actually shocked.
I saw Alex's eyes
It was
light up.
free and clear until I found that great hunting property.
That's
There you go.
exactly right, brother. But you sound like, hey, I think the thought process is right. Keep the cash, borrow at a cheap rate, fix in that, get rid of the home equity loan, lock into a fixed rate, and then you can lay down your head on your pillow at night thinking, hey, I'm the smartest guy in the world. I just did the right thing.
Tony, yes.
Thank you.
You got
No
it,
worries.
brother.
Way to
Thanks,
go,
Tony.
Tony.
See
I
you,
will
man.
follow up with you right after the show here. Tony's my new hunting buddy. I don't hunt, but
You
I
don't
know.
hunt, do you?
Hey, I'll eat the jerky. I'll eat the jerky, that's for
I
sure.
can't imagine Harvey hunting.
Harvey hunting.
I'm not gonna- no.
Can you imagine
I'll walk in
Harvey
the woods.
No.
with a firearm in his
No.
hands?
I picture that.
Let me know. I have to leave this.
I picture that scene in Wedding Crashers where Vince Vaughn gets shot in the butt.
Yes.
Or
Some of my
worse.
friends may not
Or
go in the woods
worse.
with me with a weapon. That is true.
Yeah.
That's definitely true. Hey, we have
That's
some
a statement.
We have some open lines here, 248-539-9797. If you definitely want to join the show, always want to throw that out there for Bobby Efros at our office. Bobby does a great job of setting up corporate programs. Capital's Affinity program is just unbelievable. It's an ancillary benefit to your employees. They can just set up something with us. There's no cost to the employer at all to have an additional benefit set up. Always call Capital Mortgage Funding and just ask for our benefits coordinator. Bobby's outstanding, and again, we'll add some value to your company. I got this for small, medium, or even large companies. So anyone out there who's a company owner, definitely give Capital Mortgage a call. We're into relationships, and I'll tell you, you get on board with us, good things are going to happen. Again, 248-539-9797. I wanted to dive into some other stuff here. Let's see if I'm going to go here to, what do you guys
How
want
do
to
you
talk
want to talk about home values? You want to talk about property values?
Oh, boy, here. The old
Yeah.
appraisal conversation.
The old appraisal
You just had one
conversation.
this week,
feel like
too?
we
You
never-
had- You had one last week as well?
and Nicole's going to say she never has a problem.
I don't.
Harvey, for a 2, 3, 4 week period of time, didn't have one. 2 came up this week. Alex, you and I took a look at one. And listen, here's the situation. The situation is this, is that you're running into, it's home buying season. People are accepting very high offers, and you're going to run into a particular situation when you buy, and you might overpay for a house.
It's always
Absolutely, I agree
the
with
multiple offers.
You might overpay.
It was so funny, Nicole. You and I were talking prior to the show. If my house is listed for $300,000 and somebody wants to pay me $320,000 and the house appraises at $300,000, which was I had listed at,
yeah,
you got to make up the difference. There's no renegotiation. I took your offer at $320,000. This is a buyer problem, not an Alex problem. If you want to overpay for a house, be prepared to make up the difference in cash.
Well, and
Maybe
the
you're not
answer-
overpaying, though. Maybe you're not even overpaying. Maybe
Okay.
the house just didn't comp out.
Oh,
Maybe
wait
it
a
just
minute.
didn't comp out.
But the answer to the question, that's why this is the hardcore mortgage and real estate program. We give hardcore answers to hardcore questions. Alex, the answer to the question isn't if you're a realtor, Nicole, well, hey, then go to another lender and shop the appraisal. Maybe we
Absolutely
can get the
not.
value up.
No.
What kind of service are you doing to the buyer? Now, the seller...
You're doing a disservice.
Yeah,
You're
the-
not,
The
right.
seller just wants to sell the house. In your example, Alex, for $320,000, and I understand that, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're an agent and you have a buyer, the answer isn't, well, basically what you're telling them is that, yeah, overpay, go to another lender, they might jack up the appraisal. That's not the answer to the question.
But that's not even what happens anyway. So why
Yes,
would
it
you
does.
advise them
That's
to
what
do
I'm
that?
talking about. It happens all
Right,
day,
and
every day.
Wait, you might not do it.
No.
Happens
I'm
all the
saying,
time.
but if you go to another lender, how can they jack up the appraisal?
They can't.
They
And when they
can't.
do that, typically the
That's what I'm
appraisal comes in
saying.
even
I'm not
for
saying
less.
people don't
You
advise their buyers to do that.
Well, yeah, you can't talk to an appraiser and say, hey,
Right.
bring the house in more. But they say, well, listen, trunk of the car mortgage brought it in at $300,000. Let's leave them and go to XYZ mortgage and just go appraisal.
Right,
The
but
value
you're just
is worth-
wasting your money.
That's the point Harry's making.
Wasting your money.
And
Why-
your time.
Wasting your money. What kind of service are you doing to the buyer if you're making them
Oh, you're
pay
not.
$20,000 more for a house?
Here,
Right.
Again,
But nobody wants to go negotiate or try to renegotiate. And by the way, I understand that. But the answer isn't, well, go shop for different appraisals. The answer is, guess what? We understand that we might be paying more for the house, and we have a decision to make. Do we want that house for $20,000 more? And if we can't afford it, we probably shouldn't do it and walk away from it. But nobody wants to admit that.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
and going over, off the same price point before, $300,000 full price offer. The appraisal comes in at $290,000. The call to your buyer is not go to a new lender. Your call is, hey, guess what? I just saved you $10,000. The house is only worth $290. If you want to pay $300 for it, like Harry said, we have to make some decisions.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Or hey, listen, let's sit down and let's talk about all our options.
I agree with that.
All right, that music says that we got to do this next Saturday. I'll tell you what, you got to call Capital Mortgage Funding. If you want to buy a house and save money and learn about the process and make it an unbelievable experience, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Let me say my goodbyes real quick. We got Alex Nafusi for Harry Glantz. Nicole, happy birthday, Nicole Moscow, Remax Classic. I'm Harvey Free. Keep it here on 97.1. Got Pat Caputo and sports all day long.
The preceding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
97.1 The Ticket. Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Keep your loved ones safe and protect your home with over 45 Kidde safety products in stock and on sale from Menards. Choose from a great selection of smoke alarms, carbon monoxide alarms, fire extinguishers, and more for your home. Get a photoelectric worry-free smoke alarm with a 10-year life and sealed-in lithium battery for only $19.99. Protect your home from carbon monoxide, propane, and natural gas with a plug-in multi-gas detector. It has a 7-year life and is just $34.99 during Menards Super Sale.
Save big money at Menards. Call Mark Z for the Z Guarantee.
Mark Z here with Keller Williams. The winter season is one of the best times to sell your home. While your competition is waiting till spring and summer, I'll have your home sold, guaranteed. My team is selling a home every day. Get the Z Guarantee, a proven system to get your home sold for top dollar in the shortest amount of time. Go to soldbymarkz.com and start packing.
Get the Z Guarantee.